Alright, so I'm a little late to the party on this, but Modern Warfare Remastered is coming out for $40. Oh my god, $40! Actually, I think it's already out on PS4, but it's not out on Xbox One yet, because fuck those guys, right? So, basically, if you didn't want to get Infinite Warfare and you just want MWR for $40 US, you can go ahead and pick it up at your local retailer. I don't know why I sound like an advertisement. And what are my thoughts on this, and should you buy it? Well, let's first talk about my thoughts about this, and then I'll get to whether or not I think you should buy it. So, first of all, Modern Warfare revolutionized first-person shooters. It did a lot towards first-person shooters, and I thoroughly enjoy it as a game. I want to make this very clear, and I'm going to speak in my big boy voice. I love Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, is a great COD. Hell, it's a great shooter. Put a little asterisk next to that, and let me clarify what I mean by that. It was great in 2007, and it's fun to go back to if you're nostalgic for those good old times. It is a playable, fun game that I can spend hours goofing around with my friends on, but there's a problem. This game was created before any concept of balance. I know there's some hardcore gamers that think that balance is just pussifying games, and to you I say, fuck off. No, I'm not saying that, but it's going to be really hard to argue with most gamers that their shooters shouldn't be balanced. COD 4, looking back on it, looks like a crazy mad scientist experiment, especially at the time. Like, at the time, nothing like COD 4 had really been done, or done that well. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare captured intuitive gunplay, customization, and replayability. Now, a lot of kids and even some adults at the time thought that Call of Duty 4 was some tactical, realistic military game, and you might be cringing at that, but I know a lot of people that thought that back when that game came out, and a lot of people still act like the game is tactical, more realistic. Most of the time people grow up and realize that Call of Duty, even back during its World War II days, or its gritty days, or before it became social justice warrior of duty, it's still not realistic. It's still an arena shooter, it's still a Twitch reaction, hit scan game. I'm sure if you played competitive, you had some fun times coming up with tactics with your buddies, but Call of Duty's far from tactical. It hasn't gotten more or less tactical over the years, it just never has been tactical. Okay, turn on that black screen. Brief digression, most games people think are tactical are not tactical. The game is just more tactical than the games they played previously. That's why people think Battlefield is tactical. That's why people think Call of Duty was tactical. Because at the time, it was maybe more tactical than other shooters on the market. Alright, back to the shooty gameplay. I think that Call of Duty 4, or at least it feels like to me, that it was made before balance was invented. It's very clear that this is the case, and I'm not just talking about the M16 or the AK-47 or overpowered guns. So many things are off with Call of Duty 4. First off, the maps are too fucking big for the movement speed. See, when you're developing a shooter, you have to create the map around the movement speed and the movement speed around the map. You don't want people to be too fast on too small of a map, it'll become a clusterfuck, looking at you the last 3 CODs, and you don't want to be too big and your character to be too slow, so that you feel like you have to run a straight mile before you even see an opponent. COD 4 gets this wrong on so many maps. I'm not going to go over all the maps, but some maps are too small. And some maps are too big, and it's very obvious that the pacing is fucked. And on these complicated maps, and by the way, this is from somebody that likes complicated maps, my ideal layout is fast, fluid movement on larger maps. But in Call of Duty 4, these complicated maps create tons of spawn issues. Spawning into gunfire is not rare in COD 4. Spawning so far away that you feel like you're a year and a half away is not uncommon either. Spawns flipping immediately is also not uncommon, or spawns sticking to the point that you're getting spawn trapped is also not uncommon. The spawn logic in Call of Duty 4 is bad, and I think it's objectively bad. Every game I'm in, somebody gets killed one too many times off their spawn and rage quits. Almost every time. In fact, most of the matches I play in Modern Warfare Remastered are already matches in progress. I joined in progress because people had already rage quit. So, I know a lot of you are thinking these guys need to get good, and if you're watching my gameplay, you're thinking I need to get good, right? I don't feel like I need to get good at a game, and this is personal, I don't feel like I need to get good at a game that's from 2007 that I already hit max prestige in, all those long whiles ago on PC. And I'm also not encouraged to try hard in a game where trying hard means using one of 4 very powerful weapons. I'm not going to harp on this too much because I think most people have harped on it enough. And by the way, if you've been triggered, by the way, I do love COD 4, I'm going to always keep it and I'm going to play it with my friends, it's going to be a lot of fun, so calm the fuck down. But the weapon imbalance is stark, it's obvious, and it's insane. The weapons in COD 4 are not good and they're not properly balanced, unless you have stopping power, then they all kill way too fucking fast. Nothing better than moving slowly, not having unlimited sprint across a large map to get 2-shotted by an AK head glitching over a wall you can't shoot through. Nothing better than getting sniped only to realize you weren't sniped, you were just hit across the map by an M16 with stopping power. Fast-firing SMGs with a 3-shot kill? Oh, hell yeah! So let's just say you're running one of these guns with stopping power and you're mowing people down with the AK, you know, 2-shot, 2-shot, 3-shot, 2-shot, 2-shot, 3-shot, okay? You get the picture? But then something crazy happens. Something really crazy happens. Some motherfucker comes around the corner with Juggernaut. So you're 2-shot, 3-shot, 2-shot, 3-shot, 2-shot, 2-shot, and then at long distance, some fucker with Juggernaut takes a 4th shot. This inconsistency is not rare. This inconsistency is in every match of Call of Duty 4. Oh, he had Juggernaut. And I need to know, why is it okay that this game has a perk category that allows you to modify your weapon damage from having 4 shots to kill to 2 shots to kill, or increasing your health, bringing their gun back down to fucking 2 shots. And if they also have Juggernaut, you guys are gonna take way too many shots to kill each other. This inconsistency is stark. This inconsistency is bad. This takes skill out of COD 4. I don't care who the fuck you are. I hear all these things about COD 4 being amazing. That level of inconsistency is horseshit, and you have to know that. When players on the enemy team are dealing inconsistent damage to you by either having or not having stopping power, and taking inconsistent damage by having or not having Juggernaut, how is that an okay thing? Now, if the game just had these crazy damage and health models from the beginning, with no perks having to be chosen, that would make the game consistent. It would still be a little bullshitty to be 2-shotted by an AK or get bursted across the map by an M16 all the time, but at least it would be consistent. Using a shotgun in close range and taking people out, and then one guy has Juggernaut, and I guess it's just the wrong distance away, and takes your buckshot and fucking murders you. Those are just some complaints I have about it, and to be honest, I like complicated maps. They add combat variety. And I even don't mind slow movement. They just can't be both at the same time. You can't have big maps and slow movement. The game doesn't feel well paced. And no, you don't have to be jumping off the walls with exosuits and thruster packs. Fuck no, like, there's COD games with good pacing. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, MW3, Black Ops 2, and yes, in my opinion, even Call of Duty Ghosts have good match pacing. Even though a couple of games that I just mentioned are known for their campers, I don't care. It's somehow way better at pacing the match. I don't feel like there's too long of a time before a gunfight, or that people are constantly in my face. I think Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3, and even Infinite Warfare, as much as I'm enjoying it, does pacing the worst. But here's the thing, should you buy Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? If you loved COD 4, if you loved it, and you were short on cash, you didn't want to pay the $80 to get it with Infinite Warfare, or you really didn't like Infinite Warfare, I'll touch on that in a second, and you really want it, then I would say get it. If you enjoyed it and you want it to play with your friends again, the graphics are pretty, the campaign is worth a replay, alright, that stuff's all good. But here's my finalizing rant. If you loved COD 4, and you were going to buy COD this year, okay, $60 for a Call of Duty, $20 for the Call of Duty you really wanted. That's $80. Why can't you reverse it in your head and say, I'm gonna pay $60 for COD 4 and $20 for IW? Whatever one costs what is in your head. $20 extra for 2 games is not a bad deal. And what bothers me is that a lot of Black Ops 3 fans, people that enjoyed Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare, and they're huge sci-fi nerds, they wouldn't buy Infinite Warfare based on some sort of arbitrary principle. If you really missed out on COD 4 and you were excited for it, like you're waiting for it to become standalone, what the hell? You guys had 9 months of everybody playing it around you without you being able to play it. Because what, you had to miss out on Infinite Warfare? Even though they went on sale, the deluxe editions went on sale, and went on sale, and went on sale, you didn't want to support Infinite Warfare? What causes Infinite Warfare to be such cancer? Now, if you hate futuristic shooters, you hate the sci-fi Call of Duties, I understand. I'm specifically speaking to the fans of the Black Ops 3 and the Advanced Warfare, and of sci-fi in general. The campaign is at least worth the $20 that you would fucking pay. It's got a lot of replayability to it. Infinity Ward's take on zombies is actually pretty interesting as well. And I'm sure you could have dicked around with your friends in multiplayer or played gun game. If you missed out on COD 4 for 9 months because you didn't want to touch IW, that's just fucking retarded to me. It's been on sale so many times, that's insane. For $60, I bought my friend COD 4 and Infinite Warfare bundled together. $60 bucks, that's the price of one COD. And I got 2 fucking full games. You don't have to like IW, but 9 months just so you don't have to touch it? Come on, like, you could have gotten it. You could have uninstalled IW. If you got it digitally, you could have uninstalled IW and just fucking played COD 4. It's up to you, it's your money, it's your time, it's your life, and I'm sure people like have already left comments before I say this, but it's your time, it's your money, it's your life, but that just seems insane to me. It seems arbitrary, it seems ridiculous. And if you hate futuristic Call of Duties, I understand why it would be frustrating, but if you enjoyed the last two, then why the fuck would you go out of your way for 9 months to avoid it just so you can spend $40 on one game from 2007 with prettier graphics and microtransactions? So, if you made it to this point in the video, let me summarize this. COD 4 is broken as shit, and it's okay. It was made in 2007. But that being said, if you're not a hardcore COD 4 fan or a really old school Call of Duty fan, it's not going to be worth the $40. It's not an up-to-date modern military shooter. It's a call to nostalgia. And also, I enjoy the game a lot when playing with my buddies. It can be really enjoyable, just not really online. After a while, you start to notice all the cancer and all the bullshit. Once somebody realizes, this game has danger close noob tubes, the match is pretty much cancer from there on out. I think you can also do danger close triple nades. Fucking hell. But at the end of this video, and at the end of the day, it's your money. Do whatever you want. If you feel like you need to stick to your principles and not buy IW for whatever reason, whether you think it's pay to win, or you think that the jetpacks are ruining gaming, or whatever, I don't know. Fine, I mean, go for it. I do think it's silly though, seeing how many times those bundles were on sale and you could have had 2 really quality games actually for a low price. IW might not be your cup of tea when it comes to its multiplayer, but its campaign should have been at least up there for Game of the Year, I think. Very interesting, very well done. Nothing groundbreaking, but interesting, and I think you should play through it. If any of you have Infinite Warfare Gathering Dust or Modern Warfare Gathering Dust, let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I want to know what you think about all of this. I want to hear from you. I want to hear people's consensus. I'm not trying to create an echo chamber here. Let me know what you think down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, was I supposed to do a positive video? Oh, fuck that, man. I'm so... nah.